NASA, going nowhere since 1958.
We will return American astronauts to the moon, not only to leave behind footprints and flags, but to build the foundation we need to send Americans to Mars and beyond.
For the new century, back to the moon, back to the future, and this time, back to stay. And then, a journey into tomorrow, a journey to another planet, a manned mission to Mars. And second, for the new century, a permanent lunar base, and we're going back to the moon, back to the future, and this time, back to stay.
Using the Crew Exploration Vehicle, we will undertake extended human missions to the moon as early as 2015, with the goal of living and working there for increasingly extended periods of time.
When do you see man going to some other body other than the moon?
Well, I think the next target for men, other than activities, of course, in low Earth orbit, of which there will be many, will probably be Mars. We have learned a great deal about the planet Mars during the last 2 years, particularly through Mariner 9, which mapped the planet Mars thoroughly and discovered a few geological phenomena on Mars that nobody had expected. For example, Mars has the highest volcano in the world. For example, Mars has the highest volcano in the world.
All right, it's time we talk about the moon landing and these shadows and whatnot. Why are the shadows going that way and that way? If it's one light source, yeah, hold on a second. So I went through and looked at a lot of pictures from the moon landing on the NASA website, right? And if you can see these angles, man, of the light, why is it doing that? Why? Here's a picture from the moon, man, but people always say, like, why is there not like a picture of Earth, you know what I'm saying, from space? Well, they're like, oh, there is. When they say there is, this is what they're talking about. Look, this is clearly 1,000%. This is the NASA Blue Marble 2002 picture, yeah. I mean, wait, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, CGI marble. Look, all these that are circled are the same exact picture, okay? Copy, paste. Then you got this picture right here from the dark side of the moon, the back side of the moon, dude. Watch this. This guy, like, increased it. I mean, look, you can see they didn't even try, man. Don't get me started on the space station either. Take pictures like this right here, make them look like that.
New series, Destroy Your Hopes and Dreams Part 1. Twitter poster says, what would you do if this was you and you saw this? First off, you can't land on the moon, it's a plasma. Second, the Earth does not look like this. And third, the Earth cannot blow up from the inside. You're welcome. Goodbye.
What's up, man? I need NASA, Elon Musk, Tim Waltz, somebody to explain this to me right here, what the difference is. And that right there looks like 4 lines. All right, now, so there's 2 of them coming out the back of this one, right? Hold on 1 second. Now there's this one. Why is that one only making 1? I have a more important question though. How about one making 4? Can anybody explain why, when they appear to be the same type of aircrafts, I'm not saying they are, just take a look. See it?
This is like quite literally exactly what I expected from internet culture. Like, I love this so much. They have us so tired that people are pointing laser pointers at the UFOs. He's about to trigger their fake Star Wars. Guys, don't be afraid of these things, seriously. Put your trust in God.
The moon waxes and wanes in a 28-day cycle, 13 times out of the year. Month. There are actually 13 months in the calendar, and one of them have been taken out, because the moon tells us the month. And a woman's menstrual cycle also follows the same waxing and waning of the moon. So the moon is the feminine embodiment of this universe. The feminine principle governs the moon. So the sun is totally 93 million miles away, and definitely a giant ball of gas and fire in outer space. In no way could it possibly be a local light source, one of the luminaries of the firmament above. There's just no way that the sun could be in our atmosphere in the firmament. Or could it be? The sun is the masculine, conscious energy of this realm.
Did you guys know that all of our ancient ancestors depicted Earth stationary with the firmament? The firmament, the barrier, biblical cosmology. It's a dome. It's blue. Look up. You'll see it. For those of you that read the King James Bible, it's 12 times on the first page. Chapter 1, verse 6 is where it starts. And you'll see it over and over and over again. You want to know who else believes in it? Wernher von Braun. He has it on his tombstone. Who is Wernher von Braun, you might ask? Just one of the main 5 funders of NASA and the head rocket engineer for NASA. But what does that Bible verse actually say? Well, let's read it right there. Number 1, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament so with his handiwork. Psalms, chapter 19, verses 1. And if you guys are reading the New King James Version Bible, understand that it was rewritten in 1982. When they changed words, took out verses, it's part of the deception. In the New Bible, they changed the word from firmament to expanse. But if you do a little digging, and digging past Google, or DuckDuckGo, which is owned by Google, and go to the Webster Dictionary, expanse means firmament. And then we'll go ahead and go break down the word firmament. Go ahead and pause to read. Firmament. And then just ask ChatGPT, does Earth have pressure? Yes. Yes, it does. And can you have pressure without a container? No. You cannot have pressure without a container or a boundary. You guys, I made a video last week that triggered the bots, the trolls, the zealots, the heliosexuals. It was about submarines and sonars and lasers and how they don't prove that you live on a ball. So I'm here to just double down on that. This is a sphere. You see this? And this is a circle. This is a circle. Okay, so this is a Gleason's map. This is the azimuthal map, which is the same as the Gleason's map, that the World Health Organization, the United Nations, the World Meteorological Organization, the International Civil Aviation Organization, and the International Maritime Organization. Weird. It's like they all know that the Earth is a flat, non-rotating plane. You want to know what else? This guy right here, Rockefeller, yeah, he funded our general education system in 1902. And none of you were born in 1902, were you? You guys were all taught and trained by a bunch of teachers who were given standards. Kindergarten through 12th grade, whether they believe it or not, they have to teach it. Here's science. whether they believe it or not. They are given a script. If they do not teach this script, they will no longer have a job. Right after Rockefeller funded our general education system, he said he wanted a nation of workers, not thinkers. He then took over mass media and modern medicine. Shortly after that, he made his first Masonic lodge. And if you know anything about the Masons, Darwin is a Mason, all of the presidents are Masons, Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo, Newton, Neil deGrasse Tyson, all of the astronauts, Christopher Columbus. In fact, so is Elon. You guys were given a bunch of books and told to memorize and regurgitate. So if you guys honestly think that airplanes land on a spinning, elliptical orbiting ball that's flying through the galaxy, or the fact that you think that they take off from a spinning, elliptical orbiting ball that's flying through the galaxy, that is illogical to think that, okay? If you think that boats are going upside down around a ball, that is also illogical to think that. That is programmed into your brain through the media, through the movies, through the music, the cartoons, and the education system, okay? It is illogical to think that things go upside down around a ball. Get off the shoreline and go out there to where the horizon is on the water, and you will see that it's just more water. And I promise you, you will not go upside down around a ball. Also, you are not related to primates, okay? God made the earth set on foundations and pillars. It is unmovable and immovable. And you are intelligently designed. You are not from primates. The Big Bang and evolution, they go hand in hand. Just because they taught it to you doesn't make it true. Set down your egos and learn the truth about your home in which you live. North is directly in the middle, boop, right there. And south is Antarctica, the white ring that goes all the way around us. And everything east and west goes around our home, okay? If you guys want this map, just let me know and I will get it over to you. And these little doohickeys down here at the bottom, left and right, I'll show you how the sun works as it goes around our home. East to west, comes in for the summer solstice, back out for the winter solstice. It's also why birds fly south for the winter. No one's saying that you can't fly, circumnavigate our home, because you can. This is just a circle, okay? There's a difference between a circle and a sphere. But Jennifer, we have gravity and inertia. But you guys can't even prove bendy warpy space-time. And gravity is easily explainable by weight, mass, buoyancy, density, electrostatics, and magnetism. Or maybe things just fall to the ground because they're heavier than the medium that they are in, which is the air. But Jen, there's math. Don't the numbers show us the curve? No, they don't. All observable observation from land, sea, and air show a stationary level plane.
This is the exact trap that Satan sets up for us. When some people start to recognize the deception that exists in this world and how almost everything is a lie in some way, there are two roads that people go down. The first one is recognizing that the people and organizations that have created and contributed to all of the lies in history were satanic. I'm talking open Satan worshipers. You can recognize that and turn to your Bible. The second road that most people go down is that once they see the deceptions, Satan pulls out one last hat trick, and that hat trick is sneaking up and whispering in your ear, well, if everything else in the world is a lie, then why would this be the truth? And the answer to why this is the truth is because all of the lies that we uncover all lead back to covering up the Bible and Jesus Christ. I have yet to find one alteration of history or one conspiracy that isn't just them covering up God.
There's something in the center of the Earth that's magnetic. That's why compasses work on a flat Earth. They only work on a level plane because they're drawn to the center. Something is magnetic in the center. That's how they work. It's the Alexander Gleason map of 1892. You come over here to 1569. This is the Mercator. This is a projection. This is a blown-up projection of the North Pole. Back then, they knew that there was a black magnetic rock sitting right in the center of the North Pole. They called it Rupus nigra. These maps were not fictional. They didn't make this stuff up. They worked really hard on documenting this stuff. This is the Urbano Montes map, 1587. It's the same time, 1569, 1587. They worked hard on this stuff. This is the earliest accepted map of the world. Come over here, 1892, Gleason, everything's frozen. We can't see anything. We can't see the four rivers that go to the center. Same thing here, he's got the four rivers, right?
It came in the mail and y'all are opening it with me. Ooh. Smell it. Woo! Here we go.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.